What up, everybody? This is Big Elbow, like always, chilling with those two luchadores chiquitos, Averno, Atlantis, and I have a special guest today, my man Crossbones. Um, we went to a small con local in Visalia, California, about a 10-minute drive from where I live in Big Tulare, and I found this guy in a crate with the loose figures for $3, and I didn't know it was Crossbones for sure. I thought it looked like Crossbones, but I never seen this line of toys before, and it looked like really kid friendly. So I was like, if Marvel had a line like that, I wouldn't expect to see Crossbones. I would expect more mainstream characters. But anyways, I asked the guy that was selling it, and he's like, "Yeah, that's Crossbones." I was like, "Oh, cool." So I picked him up for $3. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them, but look at that face. It actually looks like a luchador. Anyways, so yeah, I picked him up. So again, it was a small con. Another Ohana Comic Con. They do all these local shows. $7 to get in. All the vendors are cool. So I don't want to make it. It wasn't a real big show, so I don't want to take up too much time. But I felt like my last couple videos, I kind of rushed it, and the video suffered. So I'm gonna try and take my time, but not drag on too much. So with that said, let's get into it. One of my main guys that goes to all these shows, that comes through with the cheap comics always. He hadn't been at the last couple, but he was there, and I got some pretty good deal. I got some pretty good stuff from him. I've been telling myself to stop buying shit that, like, I tell myself, start just not only just creators that you like and artists that you like, but also working on a character that you like. But stuff like this, I just can't resist it. This is Goners. And that's what gets me too. If it wasn't an issue number 1, I probably wouldn't have got it, but it's issue number 1. I'm a pretty big fan of Jorge Corona. I don't know the writer. I breezed through it, and the art looks cool. And on top of that, it's issues 1, 2, and 3 for 25 cents each. There's number 2. And number 3. So yeah, I couldn't resist, man. I want to give this shit a read. And then maybe seek out the rest. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna seek out the rest. I'll just be happy with these 3 issues at 75 cents. Because like I said, I'm mostly getting it for the art. Unless the story is just out fucking standing, then I'll have to go on with it. Anyways, so those were some image books. Here's a couple more. I got some Eric Larson, Savage Dragon. I have a good run of Dragon that I need to... they're just fun books to read. That's number 56. And here's number 58. Look like some guy dressed up like Dragon. I know I don't have these. But there was a bunch more, and I was just like... not completely sure which issues I have and which ones I don't. So I didn't want to buy them, even though they're only 25 cents each. I hate when I do that. So I gotta look through my shit and figure out what issues I want to get. So when I do see them for cheap like this, I know which ones to buy. So those are the image books from the 25 cent bins. I have a graphic novel, not a trade paperback of this. This is Empowered, and these are, I guess they're one-shots. 9 Beers with Ninjet, Adam Warren. I like the stories. They're funny, and the art is actually pretty cool too. It's all like pencils. Or the ones that I have, the trade paperback that I have is all pencils. These ones are color, actually. It's kind of cool. Though the pencil is kind of charming in its own way. There's Animal Style. And what is this one called? Internal Medicine. Kind of looks like Mafu art a little bit, but it's not. Anyway, so yeah, I got these Empowered books. They're a good read. They're funny, so I don't mind buying those for 25 cents when I see them. And then I found this, The Prowler. Timothy Truman and John K. Snyder, the third. I don't know nothing about that. I just thought the cover looked cool. I opened it up and the art looked cool on the inside too. I just like the character design, really. Like, that's like right up my alley. He's a hero, but he's dressed like a gangster, like a Prohibition era gangster with fucking the hat, the coat, and a ski mask and a Tommy gun. Like, that's just fucking dope to me. So yeah, I picked it up. I'm gonna read it, and if I like it, I'm gonna try and seek out number one. I never seen these before in the bins, so keep my eye out for them. So that was all I got from the 25-cent guy. So lately, there's been this other guy that's been at the shows, and he has his boxes are always they're, what is it? They're $1 each, or 10 for 5. So I'm gonna find 10. You know what I mean? Always. And anyways, that guy, he's real cool. So let's see what we got here. Okay. So I got Marvel Shadows and Light #1. So what I like that cover. But from what I understand, it's like kind of like an anthology. And I just looked it up real quick, and I was reading the creators that actually work on this issue. Sounds good to me, so I picked it up for 50 cents. I got this, the Heroic Age Atlas. I enjoyed the Agent of Atlas run that a couple issues that I had. I think I might have got rid of them though, which was stupid. I like Gabriel Hardman art, so I picked that up. It's a #1, so maybe I can find the rest on the cheap too. Last time I seen this guy, I picked up Roach Mill #1, so now I got Roach Mill #3, and Roach Mill #5, and Roach Mill #6. I read the first. I'm glad I read the first issue before I went to this con, because I would have been debating whether to buy these or not. But since I did read the first issue, I liked it, and I'm like, yeah, I'll pick these up more. Now I'm just gonna have the hardest time finding #2 and #4. So anyway, and so, which, like I said, I would have had the hardest time deciding if I hadn't read it, but I did, which is fucking what happened here. I debated for way too long, considering they're 50-cent books. I bought Boris the Bear #1 not too long ago from the guy, but I haven't read it yet. So in the end, I decided to get him anyways. There's #2. There's #3. And #4. Boris the Bear of Steel. So I got those, and then I figured for 50 cents, just so I could get the sweet price, just threw these in there. This is Johnny Red #1 from Titan Comics. Garth Ennis, Keith Burns. I'm not familiar with Keith Burns. These Garth Ennis war comics with the airplanes have always kind of interested me. Thought they looked cool in a way, but I never wanted to pay the price to try them out. $3.99 retail, so I figured this is a good way to give it a try. If I don't like it, I'll just get rid of the shit. I really like this cover for #2. I'm not sure who did that cover, but it's pretty sweet. And then I asked the guy if he would just throw this one in there, since it's a free comic book day comic anyways, and he's like, yeah, fuck it, go for it. The Fist of Justice. I know it looks cheesy and generic and shit, but I looked on the inside and the art is actually pretty good. There's a couple different guys that work on it. There's some trippy looking stuff. Let's see. Let me show you another look at that. There's like a few different artists that work on this. There's a back cover. Oh, I follow that guy on Instagram. I don't know how to say his name, but I follow him on Instagram. Let me see if there's any other cool pictures I can show real quick. Yeah, like I said, there's a couple different artists that work on this. You can tell. There's some sketch pages in the back. Anyways, I thought it was pretty cool, so I was interested. And like I said, he threw it in for free. Can't beat that. So then, there was this one guy that had a booth, right? And he had all this stuff up that was like marked up stuff. Sometimes, and he usually has some like good. He'll have some cheap stuff set aside and some gimmicky stuff like Cyclops glasses and shit like that. Wonder Woman wristbands. So it's cool stuff. But anyway, so he has this shit all up on top of the table, right? And then under the table, there's a sign, and it says everything below the table, $1.50 each, or 10 for $12. So I start looking through the stuff, and I'm like, I find some stuff that I want. Then I the other stuff I'm padding it out just so I can get that price, even though it's really not that big of a savings. It's like what, $3 savings. Still, I don't like to pay full price, so I was like, all right, I'll find some other shit that I like. So anyways, when I brought my stuff up, he starts ringing it up. It's not the dude that owns the booth, but the guy who's working the booth, and he starts ringing it up, and he's like, gives me some number like in the 30s. I'm like, hey, I was like, I got all these from underneath the table. And he's like, oh yeah, but those are marked this much price. I go, oh, my bad. I go, I was reading off the sign that said everything under the table is $1.50 or, 12. Anyways, so I was like, it's cool, man. I'll put some stuff back and just stick with the books that I really want. And the owner of the booth's like, no, it's cool. You know what I mean? If it was down there, then just give it to him for the price that it said. And he's like, well, you got to go back through the boxes and make sure, stuff didn't get misplaced, put in the wrong spot. So I was like, cool, man. That works for me. It's mostly run filler stuff, and this isn't run filler, but man, Dark Knight Returns, Hunt the Dark Knight, Book 3. Probably not my favorite of the series. Or wait, no, I don't know. Is that the one? This one that has the fight with Superman? I gotta check it out. Anyways, it was marked at, I guess it was marked at $4.50, so I got it for like $1.20 because of the price that they gave me. I haven't even opened it up, so let's see if it's not too. That's not in too rough a shape, actually. It looks pretty good. Back cover looks pretty clean. Let me see. Oh no, this is. Well, they're fucking all good. What am I gonna say? This is the one where he finally has a showdown with the Joker. Yeah, so that's cool. No complaints of me from that. So yeah, I got that, and then I got some run fillers on this Age of Apocalypse. These were the last two I needed, so mission complete there. Age of Apocalypse featuring the X-Men. I really like what I really like about the Age of Apocalypse stuff is the character redesigns, and they look real cool. And especially this one, this particular series, Chris Bachalo, I like it, especially his Silver Surfer looks bad as fuck. And then there's number 4 of 6. So I got that done. Then, so like I said, I'm trying to concentrate on not just creator teams that I like, but also art characters, doing characters. So I found these that I never read before. Siege, Olivier Coipel. I like his art. I like those characters. Bendis. It's hit or miss with me. Sometimes I like this stuff. Sometimes it bores me. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4, and yeah, especially when I can get them for not get them for, but I got a decent price. But also I could get 1 through 4 of 4. That's cool with me, man. I'll take that when I can get it for sure. Then I got these Electra Saga number 2 and number 4. These ones are marked at $3 each. I have number 1 and number 3, so I think that's all of them. So I was happy to get those. From what I understand, it's just reprints of the Electra stuff in the Daredevil books, but also with some like additional pages added in or put back in that were edited out. And then I got this, which is like a somewhat of a key, I guess. I don't really give a shit about Iron Patriot, so I'll probably trade that or something. And also, I'm not a huge fan of Deodato's art, so I'll probably browse it, and then, like I said, I'll be happy to get rid of it. But so that was it for the comics. I forgot to say one more thing that I got. I bought this from the guy that got my 25-cent comics from, and I seen it. My son, he's a big fan of Evil Ernie, and so I seen this there for $5. Smiley the Psychotic Button. I was a little disappointed because I thought it was actually a button, and so I bought it. But it's not too disappointing. It's still pretty fucking sweet. The box though smells like ass, twice warmed over. Like, I don't know what the fuck happened to this box, but it fucking smells bad. It's all fucked up, but it was still in the plastic on the inside, and it says I guess a number. It says like number 2,898 out of 5,000. So let's see. So it's not a button, but still pretty fucking cool. And like I said, my son, he's a big fan. He likes the Evil Ernie and Lady Death stuff, so I thought he'd get a kick out of it. He likes it. He was happy. Wish it was a button though. I wonder if he could turn it into a button. Probably someone who's crafty could figure that shit out. Anyway, he said he's probably gonna hang it in his car on his rear view mirror or something. So I guess that'll be pretty cool. And yeah, that'll do it. So I had a good time. Visalia Comic Con, Ohana Comic Con. I think next I got coming up, there's a little show called the Weekend Blender in Fresno. I'm gonna try and make it out there. Depending on if it's only on Sunday, I won't go because our football is back. I'm gonna watch my Falcons play. If it's on Saturday and Sunday, then I'm going. I'll just go just to check it out. I mean, that one's at the mall, so there's no charge to get in or anything, so that's cool. And then after that, there's nothing until I think the Bakersfield Comic Con. So yeah, thanks everybody for watching. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, share with your friends. Hit me in the comments. Always love the comments. And that'll do it for me. You guys know, like I always say, it's time to get off of YouTube and go read some fucking comics.